such a baddie with this on. I wish I had freckles in real life, like genuinely. If I could get them tattooed, I would, but they're not real. I want to talk about the day that I left, like the day that I said that I would never engage in the SW trade ever again. It was in Vancouver, and it was around. I had met this guy. He was a gay guy. His name is Brandon, and he's from Vancouver. And he's a really nice guy. Like, we hung out, we totally like clicked. And he's from North Vancouver, and I was from living in East Vancouver. So he was like, I need to get back because like the Ang stalkers were like, it was too much for him. He could, like, you know what I mean. And he's the reason that I believe that that is actually real. Like, before I was like, you're like, that's nuts, you're crazy, until I started to mock it. It was, I'm not, I'll get into it in another video so that I don't want to get in trouble, because the last time I even tried to talk about it, the video got taken down. So you know what I mean. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna go make some money. No, like, well, because I was on Campbell Street, like, coincidentally, and I was like, I'm gonna go make some money. I will meet you at the C bus in an hour. And I was like, I'll just do a quick job. So I waited there, and it took me like an hour to like even meet up with someone. And in the meantime, this guy showed up, and his name is Carlos, from Cuba, some short little Latin guy with like tattoos. He was muscular, like he was like actually like a good looking man. And we started to engage in like use of things, and it was the stimulant like kind. We didn't like, he did not use my DOC, but I gave him $10, and he went and he came back with some. So that's how he established trust with me. I met and I did like, I did a job with some gentlemen, and he came up to me. He's like, I have what you need. I won't give you money, but I have what you need. And he did. He's like, I make it for my, like, what I do is I make it, and I pay like the girls in this rather than you know. And he was like, it was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, the guy could be my great grandfather, let's just say that. And anyways, I get that from him, and I go meet up with Carlos, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. And I did not heed the dude's warning, the one that was like, hey, this stuff is very strong, like, you have to be careful. And I was like, whatever, like, nothing brings me down. But that did. And my next memory is me waking up in a bush to a man holding me, and I was like, who are you, who are you? And he's like, I don't know, I just found you. And I had, my dress was like up to like here, and I had nothing on underneath. And I was, and then I had a flash of a memory, and that I was taken advantage of by these two men. Carlos was one of them, and his friend who had a dog with him. And I actually ran into the guy as I was walking down the street, the one with the dog. And I told that to the police. I said, this is one of the guys that did this to me. Because what had happened is I was walking, and I was walking by the EMT station, I think on Powell in the east side, walking back from Campbell Street, like to go back then. And I was really, really upset because I had woken up and had been robbed, and I had been SA'd by those two men, and I just was done. And she's like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I don't want to be alive anymore, basically, is what I said. But I said it the other way, like, I want to myself. And so I walked down the street after that. I was like, no, don't do anything. Just like, it's fine. I just like, I'm not actually going to do it. I just like feel that way. Like, I just was like literally hurt by people. Like, you know, I like actually like gave this person a bit of trust. And in a moment where I was vulnerable, he took advantage of me. Like, really badly. Like, the worst one I've ever experienced. I mean, that was this, honestly, the second worst. And so I'm walking, and then I make it down the street, and I see the guy with the dog, and I was like, that's what triggered the memories, you know, like, more, like, I was able to recognize who he was. And a cop pulls up and they take me in for my own safety, and I have to go to the hospital. Like, I was commandeered under the Mental Health Act. And I was like, that man hurt me. There's like video evidence of it probably down on Campbell Street, because like it was like right on the road off the street into a bush. And they did nothing. They didn't take him in at all. Like, he was free to walk, you know? Like, there was no investigation. And I was told by the cops that unless you get your life together and get off of substances, this is going to continue happening to you. So, like, no, like, nobody was held accountable. Basically, it was my fault that somebody date raped me. Do you know what I mean? Raped. And I ended up like, yeah, I never did it again after that. I remember walking down a couple of times, and I would pray, like, please, like, help me get out of a situation. One time I ran into a guy and we ended up going to do like shoplifting. And a second time I was walking and I found a BAG on the ground, and I was able to make it through the night. So, like, my prayers were answered both other times. And the day that I left, November 17th, 2025, I was at that point where I was going to walk down there. And I thought about it, and my choice was instead to walk to the fire department. And that was about 4 months before I left. So I was able to go like 4 months without engaging in any type of activity. Like, you know, it was just, it was a bad decision. And Brandon, if you ever see this, like, I should have went with you. And I'm still trying to find you on Facebook, because I made it out alive. And I hope you do too, because you deserve so much better than that life. And you were like one of the good people.